Hi friends, this is CA Kiran Kumar. In this video, let's discuss about GSTR2A and GSTR2B, whether you have to take the input based on GSTR2A or based on GSTR2B. First of all, you should know what is GSTR2A. GSTR2A is an auto-populated statement. Basically, if you see the GSTR2A, it is a dynamic statement. It is dynamic in GSTR2A collecting the details based on GSTR1, that is regular GST outward supplies, and GSTR5 return filed by non-resident taxable person, and GSTR6 that is return filed by input service distributor, and GSTR7 that is the person who needs to deduct TDS, that is local bodies and government establishments like that, and GSTR8 that is who is liable to collect a TC. So GSTR2A is auto-populating based on all these details. It is dynamic in nature. Suppose if you upload any invoice relating to the particular month on the against to any GST number, it will immediately reflect on the other person's GSTR number on which you have uploaded. And if you come to GSTR2B, GSTR2B, it was incorporated more than 6 months ago, but still there is a lot of confusion and most of the taxpayers wouldn't know about GSTR2B. GSTR2B is basically a static statement and which contains the details of input tax credit only. GSTR2A and GSTR2B basically contains about input tax credit details only. In GSTR2B, it is reflecting the details based on GSTR1, GSTR5 and GSTR6. So GSTR2B has a cutoff date, that is 13th. If you see, the due date for GSTR6 is 13th of the next month. So it will collect the details up to 13th and it will generate on the 14th of the next month. If you see in the GST portal, you could be able to see in GSTR2B generated date, that is 14th. GSTR2B contains the details of input tax credit which is uploaded during that month only. We have to see the difference between GSTR2A and GSTR2B. GSTR2A is a dynamic statement and GSTR2B is a static statement. Suppose for the month of January, if you uploaded the invoices within the due date of the next month, that is 11th for GSTR1 and 13th for GSTR6, let's say for an example. So if you upload the invoices within these due dates, then it will comes to the GSTR2B of the next month for that particular invoices on which you have uploaded within the due date. But GSTR2A is not like that. Even you have uploaded even after the due date, that is if you uploaded on 14th, even uploaded in 15th, it will automatically comes to the GSTR2A. It is because it's a dynamic in nature. And the main confusion between the taxpayer is whether you have to take the input based on GSTR2A or GSTR2B. Here the main confusion, the reason for confusion behind this is the provision 36 subsection 4. This 36 subsection 4 creates the confusion to take the input tax credit. As per 36 subsection 4 of CGST rules 2017 simply states that the input tax credit availed in respect of invoices or debit notes will not exceed 1.5% of the eligible input tax rate available in respect of the invoices or debit notes. Here, if you observe, 36 subsection 4 simply says that whatever the input you take, it should not exceed 1.5% of the eligible input tax rate available. Here it is clearly saying the input tax credit available, but it is not saying about GSTR2A input or GSTR2B input. 36 subsection 4 not clearly saying about the input tax rate. So basically the law is silent about taking the input tax credit, whether you have to take on GSTR2B or GSTR2A. So even though CBIC has tweeted during the March that GSTR2B is a static statement and you have to take the input tax rate based on GSTR2B, but it is not in the law. Mere statement in the Twitter, we can't take it as a evidence of law. So finally, either you take the input based on GSTR2B or GSTR2A, you should ensure that you should comply with the provisions of 36 subsection 4 of CGST rules 2017, that is it should not exceed 105% of the eligible input tax credit. Either it is GSTR2A or GSTR2B. This is very subjective. Department has to give clarification regarding that. So this is for the day. Thank you very much. For more interesting updates, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. This is Kiran Kumar signing off.